I hope the lighting is good because it's nighttime, but the decluttering bug just hit me, and now the only thing left is my that has a lot of items in my collection is my eyeshadows. So let's begin. Okay, this is an easy one. I just bought this and I love it, so I'm keeping this, of course. And then this is also the CAMEL palette. I also just got it this year and I love it, so of course I'm gonna keep it. I don't like this one much, but then again, I don't really wear a lot of this type of like shimmer shades. I don't highlight my inner corners nor my brow bone, so this one just does not have any we call that purpose for me, but I'm keeping it. And then another one, this is my, if you guys watched my ranking palettes, this is actually the smallest in my collection, but this one is my #1 palette just because I love the shades in here. It's very versatile. Even though 3 of these are shimmers, I can just put it on my eyes and it just looks so sophisticated, so I'm definitely gonna keep this. Also keeping my SULTRY. Let's just appreciate how beautiful the packaging is. But this is the SULTRY. I could do without Cyborg. I could do without Cyborg or Slate, but I can still make it work. Flash, again, I don't really wear these two colors that much, but for now I'm keeping it. So now we have reached my oldest palettes. So these are always the ones that I am trying to pan or are always in my rotation because I'm trying to use them up, because I really just want to have like my staple neutrals in my collection. So that's why I'm not getting rid of this, because these have been in my wish list forever, and these are all a part of my very curated neutral eyeshadow palettes. So I'm keeping those 4. Now this one's, I'm definitely gonna start decluttering now. Okay, so here's the thing. This, if you guys already saw my collection, it's very neutral, and this one is the only colorful makeup that I have, even though I can still have neutral colors in here. I call this my colorful makeup, and I want to get rid of Osiris, but these pans don't pop up, so for now I'm gonna keep it. But it's something that's really tempting me to just scrape this out of my collection, and I just might actually do that and repress another shade. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I like all of these shades except for Osiris. This one, the Going Coconuts, I am going to declutter because I already hit pan on all of the shades, and I actually already emptied the rest of the shadows. The only colors that I love in here are these two. And originally I was planning on using this up in my Pandat Palette Challenge. However, I just really don't like the formula. Like, I already have my mini glam rather, and I like this one way better. And this one, this shade in the middle, is similar to this one. And as if that's not enough, I also have Amber in here, which is again similar to the Coco. So I don't need to keep 3. And if I am going to do my eye makeup and I want something this color, I would reach for the one from NATASHA or this one from SULTRY. So there's really no point. So I am just gonna declutter this. I'm gonna declutter this one. This one was originally from, what they call this, the Dream Street palette from Kathleen Lights. and when I decluttered that one, I took out all of the shades that I wanted, and this one was one of this. But again, by putting this in my Pandos Eyeshadows Challenge, it's nice. However, it's quite, what do you call this? It has a lot of fallout. And besides, I already have Parallel, which is smoother than this one. So I'm gonna declutter this one. But another thing, another shadow that I would like to declutter is this one. This one is again from the Dream Street. Oops, I just dug my finger. This one is again from the Dream Street palette from ColourPop. And this one is Twinkle from Dream Street. And this one is nice. It's just that it's very similar to Screw It from the I Think I Love You palette. But I like the formula of this one way better. So they're very similar. Even though there's like a little bit of difference between them, on the eyes they will look the same. And I'm not a pink eyeshadow person. I'm just like brown, just totally brown. And if I want something pink, my favorite pink shadow comes from this one. This is the Rose Quartz. It's pink, but it has like gold shimmer. So I'm good with 2 pinks in my collection. I'm thinking of just decluttering this because again, it's one of my favorite shades. However, if you can see, like there are like small bumps in it because it's just that the formula is very dry. So it's still workable, but with the amount of brown shadows that I have, I don't really reach for this much. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades in here. So this is the last one. This is the Zoeva Coco Blend palette. I love this one. Love this. Love this. I love this. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna declutter this as well, and this one. Okay, so 2 decluttered shades from this palette. Okay, so for now we have gotten rid of how many shades are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm just really in a declutter mood right now. I've changed my mind. I'm just gonna get rid of this as well because there's really no point keeping what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 darkening shadows because I also have my eyeliners and I don't really wear dark shadows. So I'm gonna declutter Beans Are White as well, and let's just play with it a bit more. We only got rid of 1 palette, but shadow wise we got rid of a lot, even if I only have 8 eyeshadow palettes. So we got rid of 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's nice, isn't it? So yeah, what should I do? I think, okay, so I couldn't sleep, so I decided to continue with my tiny project. This isn't the first time that I'm doing a Z palette out of my ColourPop palettes, but it's been a long time since I made one. But it's still easy, so you just need to like cut until like a few centimeters from the edges. You don't want to cut it all the way because that's where the magnet is. And then just pull out everything and then you have a Z palette. So I just cut all of the edges with a cutter. So now I'm just pulling everything apart. we now have a Z palette. So I just need to clean this all up, and then before when I first did my Z palette, I put like a tape here on the sides, but I'm not gonna do it now because I'm too lazy. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean this all up, and then we now have a Z palette. This is about as clean as I can get it to do, because again, this is a very old palette, so the tape of like the foam has like stuck, and then there were a lot of shadows on the spaces here of the magnet, so all of them went to this spaces. So yeah, I mean, it's not like the cleanest, but it's a free Z palette. So what I'm gonna do now is, this is my Zoeva palette. Again, we decluttered 1, 2, 3. So I'm just gonna take all of these and put it here. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I just what do you call this? I just put I just tore the palette from the packaging. So this is Subtle Blend, freshly toasted. Last one. Have to be careful for this one because it's very soft. Okay, so now I have this quad, and I have my Z palette. Ta-da! They fit perfectly here. And now I can throw this one away, so it's one less palette out of my collection. If I'm gonna get rid of this too, then I now only have 6 palettes. That's very curated already, and then I'm also nearly done with all of this, so keeping this, and I'm getting rid of this too. Yeah, so that's it for my declutter. Again, hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to use your makeup, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.